Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln penny coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into an iconic piece of American coinage, the 2009 Lincoln penny from the Professional Life in Illinois series. This penny is not just your everyday 1-cent coin. It's a small but powerful piece of history and art that has captured the attention of collectors around the world. If you're passionate about coins or just curious about what makes certain pennies valuable, listen up and enjoy this deep dive into the fascinating story, rarity, and value of this special 2009 Lincoln penny. The year 2009 was a landmark for the Lincoln penny series, as the United States Mint released 4 special designs on the reverse side of the penny to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. One of these designs is the Professional Life in Illinois penny, which honors Lincoln's early career and his time in Illinois before becoming president. The reverse side features Lincoln standing in front of the Illinois State Capitol building, symbolizing his work as a lawyer and legislator in Springfield. Millions of these pennies were minted and circulated, making them familiar to most Americans. But despite the large numbers, collectors know that not all pennies are created equal. Some versions of the 2009 Lincoln Professional Life in Illinois penny have become highly sought after due to their condition, rarity, and the presence of intriguing minting errors. Condition is a huge factor in coin collecting. While most pennies are found well circulated and worn from years of use, those that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition are rare and highly valued. These mint state pennies showcase sharp details, vibrant luster, and no signs of wear. For collectors aiming for a perfect or near-perfect set, these coins are prized possessions, but what really spices up the value of this penny are the known minting errors and varieties. For instance, some 2009 Professional Life in Illinois pennies exhibit doubling errors, where letters, numbers, or even Lincoln's image appear doubled or blurred. This double die error happens during the minting process and adds a unique twist that collectors absolutely love. These errors are rare, making any penny with clear doubling a gem. Another type of error to watch for is die cracks, small raised lines caused by cracks in the minting dies that transfer onto the coin's surface. Such imperfections make the coin stand out visually and can significantly boost its value. There are also off-center strikes where the design is not perfectly centered on the coin blank, creating a striking and highly collectible appearance. Interestingly, the 2009 Lincoln Professional Life in Illinois penny was produced at multiple mints, including Philadelphia and Denver. These coins carry different mint marks, no mint mark for Philadelphia and a D for Denver, which can affect their rarity and value. Some error coins or higher grade examples are more commonly found from one mint versus the other, so paying attention to the mint mark is crucial when assessing a coin's worth. Now, you may be wondering how much this penny is really worth. In everyday circulation, the 2009 Lincoln Professional Life in Illinois penny is still worth 1 cent. However, collectors are willing to pay more for coins in pristine condition. Uncirculated examples generally range between $1 and $5, depending on their quality and grading. If your penny features a clear double die, noticeable die cracks, or a significant off-center strike, it can fetch auction prices ranging from $50 to several $100, sometimes even more if the error is particularly pronounced and the coin is well preserved. For coin collectors and enthusiasts, the 2009 Lincoln Professional Life in Illinois penny offers an exciting opportunity. It combines historical significance, artistic design, and the thrilling possibility of finding a rare minting error, all wrapped up in one small but powerful coin. So next time you come across a 2009 Lincoln penny, take a moment to examine it closely. Use a magnifying glass and good lighting to look for any signs of doubling, cracks, or misaligned strikes. If you spot any unusual features, congratulations. You might be holding a valuable piece of history and a potential treasure for your collection. Thank you for joining me today to explore the story and value of the 2009 Lincoln Professional Life in Illinois penny. Top 2, we're going to explore one of the most intriguing pennies ever minted, the 2009 Lincoln penny from the Presidency in Washington, D.C. series. If you think a penny is just a penny, think again. This little coin holds a story of American heritage, remarkable design, and, for collectors, the potential for some serious value. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collecting journey, stick around because this video will uncover everything you need to know about this fascinating piece of history. The year 2009 marked a special anniversary for the Lincoln cent. It was the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln penny itself. To celebrate, the U.S. Mint released 4 unique designs on the reverse side of the penny, each highlighting a different stage of Lincoln's life. Today, we're focusing on the Presidency in Washington, D.C. design. This coin features a depiction of the U.S. Capitol dome under construction, symbolizing Lincoln's time as president during a transformative era in American history. What makes this penny so interesting is that it's not just a piece of currency, it's a tribute to Lincoln's legacy and the nation's growth. But there's more than history here. This penny has caught the attention of collectors because of its rarity, condition variations, and some notable minting errors that make certain examples highly sought after. Let's talk condition first. Like most pennies, millions of these were produced and entered circulation, meaning most you'll find are worn and show signs of everyday use, scratches, dirt, and faded details. But the real prize for collectors is finding one in uncirculated or mint condition. These coins maintain their sharp details, vibrant luster, and smooth edges, making them far more valuable than their circulated counterparts. Now, here's where things get really exciting: the minting errors. The 2009 Presidency in Washington, D.C. penny is known to have several interesting errors that can dramatically increase its value. One common error is the double die, where parts of the design, like the Capitol dome or lettering, appear doubled or shadowed. This happens during the coin striking process and results in a unique look that collectors love to hunt for. Another error to look out for is die cracks. These tiny raised lines or fractures appear on the coin's surface due to imperfections in the minting dies. While not every crack increases value, prominent or unusual die cracks on this penny have attracted collectors willing to pay more for such unique pieces. Off-center strikes are another eye-catching error, where the design is shifted away from the center of the coin, sometimes cropping out important elements like the Capitol dome. These errors are rare and highly prized because they create visually striking coins that stand out in any collection. Adding to the intrigue, the 2009 pennies were minted at multiple locations, including Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, marked with a D. Some error coins or rare varieties are more common in one mint's production than the other, so it's essential to check your coin's mint mark carefully. So, what does this all mean in terms of value? In everyday circulation, this penny is still worth just 1 cent. But if you have an uncirculated example, it could be worth anywhere from $2 to $10, depending on its condition. If your penny features a clear double die, significant die cracks, or an off-center strike, auction prices have been known to climb dramatically, from a few $100s to potentially even higher, especially if the coin is in excellent condition and certified by a reputable grading service. For coin collectors, investors, or history buffs, the 2009 Presidency in Washington, D.C. Lincoln penny offers a unique blend of artistic design, historical significance, and the thrilling possibility of uncovering a rare and valuable mint error. So next time you stumble upon a 2009 Lincoln penny, don't just toss it in your pocket. Grab a magnifying glass, inspect the details closely, and see if you can spot any doubling, cracks, or off-center strikes. If you do, congratulations, you could be holding a small piece of American history that's worth much more than just a penny. Thank you for watching and diving into the fascinating story behind the 2009 Lincoln Presidency in Washington, D.C. penny with me. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more about rare coins, hidden treasures, and collecting tips. Top 3, we're diving deep into a truly special coin that tells the story of one of America's most beloved presidents, Abraham Lincoln. We're talking about the 2009 Lincoln penny, specifically the one commemorating his birth and early childhood in Kentucky. This penny is more than just a small piece of copper, it's a gateway to American history and an exciting treasure for collectors. So if you love coins, history, or just want to discover something valuable hidden in plain sight, listen closely and enjoy this detailed journey into the 2009 Lincoln penny. In 2009, the United States Mint did something remarkable to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 200th birthday and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. Instead of one design, they released 4 distinct reverse designs, each representing a different chapter of Lincoln's life. Today, we're focusing on the first of these, the Birth and Early Childhood in Kentucky penny. On its reverse, you'll see a rustic log cabin surrounded by tall trees, symbolizing Lincoln's humble beginnings in a frontier environment and reflecting his formative years in Kentucky. This penny is an evocative piece, connecting us directly to Lincoln's early life and the spirit of perseverance that would define his legacy. But while millions of these pennies were minted for circulation, not all are created equal in the eyes of collectors. Condition, rarity, and the presence of mint errors can make certain examples of this penny especially valuable and sought after. Most of the 2009 Lincoln Birth and Early Childhood pennies you find in your pocket or coin jars will show signs of wear, scuffed surfaces, faded details, and general circulation damage. However, the truly valuable coins are those that have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. These coins boast sharp detail, a bright coppery sheen, and no signs of handling, making them much more desirable for collectors. But here's where it gets even more exciting: this coin has some fascinating mint errors that collectors hunt for like gold. One of the most notable is the double die error. This happens during the minting process when the coin's design is struck more than once slightly off alignment, causing a doubling effect in the letters or images. On this penny, you might see doubling around the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust," or even in the intricate design of the log cabin. Such doubling is rare and instantly makes a coin more valuable. Die cracks are another error to watch for. These tiny raised lines occur when the minting die develops a crack, and this imperfection is transferred to the coin's surface. Though they may look like scratches, die cracks are part of the coin's creation and add uniqueness that collectors prize. Off-center strikes also occur on this penny, where the design is shifted so it's not perfectly centered on the coin blank. These coins can be especially dramatic, showing part of the design cut off or missing, which is unusual and highly collectible. The 2009 Birth and Early Childhood penny was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, identifiable by a D mint mark for Denver, while Philadelphia's coins have no mint mark. Both versions are common in circulation, but error coins and high-grade examples can differ in rarity between mints, so always check the mint mark when assessing your penny. So, what's the real market value of these pennies? While most circulated examples remain worth just 1 cent, uncirculated coins can command anywhere from $2 to $8. However, if your coin has a significant double die, noticeable die cracks, or is an off-center strike, it could be worth hundreds of dollars at auction, especially if it's in excellent condition and graded by a professional service. For collectors, this penny represents a unique chance to own a piece of American history with the excitement of rare minting errors. It's a coin that tells a story about humble beginnings, perseverance, and the legacy of one of the greatest presidents. So, the next time you find a 2009 Lincoln penny featuring the log cabin on its reverse, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, cracks, or misaligned strikes. You might just be holding a hidden treasure worth far more than a penny. Top 4, we're taking a close look at an iconic piece of American currency, the 1985 Lincoln penny. This seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin carries with it decades of history, interesting design details, and, for collectors, the potential to be a valuable addition to any collection. If you're passionate about coins or simply curious about what can make a penny valuable beyond its face value, then this video is just for you. Listen carefully, and enjoy the fascinating story of the 1985 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American coinage since 1909, celebrating the legacy of the 16th President, Abraham Lincoln. The 1985 penny, part of this long-standing tradition, features the familiar portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. While it might seem like a common coin, this particular year has captured the attention of collectors because of certain features, minting quirks, and its condition variations that can make it quite rare and valuable. Let's start by talking about the rarity and condition of the 1985 penny. Like most pennies from that era, millions were produced, making circulated versions very common. However, the key for collectors lies in finding pennies in mint or uncirculated condition, where the coin still retains its original luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear. These high-grade coins are relatively scarce, and when they come to market, they often demand a premium price, but what really sparks excitement among collectors are the known minting errors and varieties found in the 1985 Lincoln penny. One of the most notable errors is the double die variety. This error occurs during the coin striking process when the die imprints the design twice with a slight misalignment. On the 1985 penny, this can cause doubling of letters, numbers, or even parts of Lincoln's portrait. For example, you might notice doubling in the inscriptions like "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." Such double die pennies are rare and can dramatically increase the coin's value, especially if the doubling is prominent and the coin is in excellent condition. Another type of error collectors search for on this penny is die cracks. These are fine raised lines caused by tiny fractures in the minting die. While they might look like scratches, die cracks are actually minting imperfections that are transferred onto the coin. Depending on their size and location, they can make a coin unique and more desirable. Off-center strikes are another error that can appear on the 1985 Lincoln penny. This happens when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned during the striking process, causing the design to be partially missing or shifted. These coins stand out visually and are quite collectible due to their rarity. Additionally, the 1985 penny was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with the Philadelphia mint coins lacking a mint mark and the Denver ones bearing a D. The mint mark can influence a coin's rarity and value, as certain errors or high-grade coins may be more prevalent in one mint's output over the other. Now, you might be wondering what all this means in terms of value. Circulated 1985 pennies usually remain worth their face value, just 1 cent. However, uncirculated examples with sharp details and full luster can command prices ranging from $1 to $5. The real treasures, though, are the error coins. Double die 1985 pennies can fetch anywhere from $50 up to several $100s, depending on the severity of the doubling and the coin's condition. Off-center strikes and coins with significant die cracks also tend to sell for similar prices at auctions or among collectors. For those who love collecting and treasure hunting, the 1985 Lincoln penny offers a fantastic opportunity. It's a coin that embodies American history and numismatic intrigue, especially for those who know what to look for. It's also a reminder that even the most everyday coins can sometimes turn out to be hidden gems. So, next time you come across a 1985 Lincoln penny, take a moment to examine it closely. Check for doubling, cracks, or any misalignments. You might be surprised by what you find. And if you do spot something unusual, congratulations, you could have a valuable coin on your hands. Thanks for tuning in to explore the fascinating 1985 Lincoln penny with me today. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, minting errors, and valuable collectibles, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on future coin discoveries. Top 5, and last coin, we're diving into one of America's most iconic and widely collected coins, the 1981 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might seem like just another penny, but trust me, there's a lot more beneath the surface that makes this small copper coin a fascinating treasure for collectors and investors alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting to explore the world of coin collecting, stick with me because this video will unlock the secrets behind the 1981 Lincoln penny, including its rarity, interesting minting errors, and how much it could be worth in today's market. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909, has been a symbol of American history and resilience for over a century. The 1981 penny continues that legacy with the classic obverse featuring Abraham Lincoln's profile and the reverse showcasing the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been standard since 1959. Though millions of 1981 pennies were minted, making most circulated ones common, the devil is in the details when it comes to value. First, let's talk condition, which is critical in coin collecting. Most 1981 pennies you'll find were in heavy circulation for decades, showing signs of wear like scratches, dirt, and fading details. For everyday use, these coins are worth just 1 cent. However, Coins that have been preserved in uncirculated condition, showing a bright copper luster and crisp, sharp details, are much scarcer and far more valuable. These uncirculated specimens often attract serious collectors looking to fill key dates in their collections. Now, here's where things get exciting: minting errors and varieties. The 1981 Lincoln penny has a few notable errors that can significantly increase its value. One of the most famous is the double die variety. During the minting process, a misalignment between the die and the coin blank causes a doubling effect in the design. This might show up in doubled letters in Liberty or the date, 1981, or even around the phrase, "In God We Trust." These double die pennies are rare and highly sought after, often commanding a premium from collectors. Another error that shows up on the 1981 penny is die cracks. These are small raised lines or fractures on the coin's surface caused by tiny breaks in the minting die. While they might look like scratches, these cracks are actually mint errors that add a unique character to the coin. Some of these die cracks can be quite prominent and make a penny stand out in any collection. Off-center strikes are another eye-catching variety, where the coin's design is shifted to one side, missing part of the image or lettering. These errors are scarce and create visually interesting coins that collectors love. The more off-center the strike, generally, the more valuable the coin. The 1981 penny was produced at two mints, Philadelphia, which has no mint mark, and Denver, which carries a D. While both mints produced millions of these coins, certain error coins or mint mark variations might be rarer from one mint, so always check the mint mark when evaluating your penny. Now let's talk value. In general circulation, the 1981 Lincoln penny is still just worth 1 cent. However, uncirculated coins can be valued between $1 to $5, depending on their condition. If you're lucky enough to find one of the double die varieties, these can fetch anywhere from a few $100s up to around $1,000 or more at auctions, especially if the coin is in top condition and certified by a professional grading service. Coins with prominent die cracks or significant off-center strikes also tend to draw high bids among collectors, often landing in the range of a few $100s depending on rarity and condition. For collectors, the 1981 Lincoln penny is an excellent example of how even the most common coins can hold hidden value and exciting variety. It reminds us that careful examination and knowledge can turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. So next time you find a 1981 penny, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Look for doubling, cracks, or any unusual striking errors. That little coin in your pocket might just be worth far more than a penny. Thank you for watching this detailed look at the 1981 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, minting errors, and hidden treasures, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting coin discovery. Until next time, happy hunting and happy collecting.